When I talk about invocation, invocation is any kind of word sound combination that calls forth what it is that you're looking to heal, what you're looking to transform, what you're looking to uplift, what you are looking to elevate. An invocation can take the form of a chant, a mantra, an affirmation, verbal affirmation, a song, a monologue, anything that is spoken, a poem, um, anything that is spoken, anything that is uttered, anything that is expressed. And the reason why words are so powerful, I just spent 53 minutes sharing a whole lot of words that conveyed concepts that you can relate to and kind of think differently about your own relationship to your mother, and also hopefully foster empathy with what your mother may have gone through, if not even knowing the specific details along the way of from the time you were born to now, like what your mother actually went through growing as a mother. There's the archetypal journey and the shadows that you have to reckon with in taking on such a profound, sacred, chronically unappreciated or underappreciated role as mother. And if you are a mother, hopefully this helps you articulate things that you might have been feeling but didn't have words to, as far as any kind of imbalances or dealing with your own shadow in how you raise your children and how you pour into yourself and your children in a way that feels holistically aligned rather than doing one to forsake the other. You know, um, like, oh, what I said before about the neglectful mother. Let's just take it to the complete extreme and call it the narcissistic mother. So she's the one who only pours into herself, and, and the kids get the leftovers. That's not what I mean. In terms of a healthy interpersonal dynamic. So I would say the healthy interpersonal dynamic is you pour fully into yourself so that you can pour fully into your children. You don't have to sacrifice one for the other. And it takes a lot. It takes a lot of support, um, ideally from fathers and extended family and a trusted support network of friends. Um, and there's a lot of crisis, throughout the world. But I'm most familiar with what's happening here in the U.S. There's a crisis of lack of support for a lot of mothers out here, um, and that it's creating a lot of different kinds of imbalances. So how do we heal that? What are the magic words that that bring bring healing into our sphere? Well, here are a few different kinds of invocations that I am sharing with you. You can do it as a homework assignment, report back, send me a DM, let me know how it goes for you. If you are someone who has a mother figure who's alive, and you more or less get along with your mother, with this mother figure, well enough to be able to ask them these kinds of questions, ask her these kinds of questions, I invite you to, well, first ask yourself, what is one thing that you love about your mother as a woman? So not as your mother, but as just a woman in the world. For, like if she was not your mother, if she was just a woman at the grocery store, and you just happen to you see her at the grocery store, and you just happen to know her life from the time you were 3 years old to now, or whatever your earliest memory of your own mom, to now. But you're seeing that woman who's your mom at the grocery store, but in that moment she's not your mom. She's just a woman. and you've observed what you've observed of her throughout your entire life, and you kind of see who she is as a personality. Maybe you've seen her out and about in the world, just kind of doing her thing. What is one thing that you like about her as a person? You can answer that for yourself. You can put it in the chat. You can say it out loud. So let's invoke these qualities that we see in our mothers that are not necessarily about how they raised us, but just about who they are as people, who they are as human beings. So I'll share one thing about my mom is that she loves to laugh, and she has such an interesting sense of humor in that in the most unexpected moments she'll say something hilarious. Like she wasn't like a full time comedian. It was a little more rare. She was generally I say was is she is alive and well. I was just thinking more in terms of as a child, but she's still that person today, where she doesn't throw out zinger after zinger, but when she does throw out a zinger, it is hilarious. So she's just a very funny person. All right, what are some other uh, graceful, always smiling, lighthearted, and silly? Oh gosh, I literally don't like anything about her as a person. That's perfectly valid. Kind. Okay, excellent. I'm a thank you. Invocation, a prayer. Yes. In a religious context, invocation is a prayer. It's like a petition to a higher power. So in this context, we're expanding the definition of invocation to any word or sound that calls forth, that calls in the fulfillment of a desire.